Hello. Today we are going to be reading a devotion from The Joy of the In-Between by Ashley Hetherington. Today is day 56. It's called Go and See. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Proverbs 16:3. Over the years, I heard people talk about how lonely it can be to move to a new city. So when I felt God nudging me to take a big step of faith and move to Nashville, Tennessee, I prepared for the worst. Leading up to the move, I prayed every day that God would provide abundantly in this transition and that he would provide the community he knew I needed. I was moving without any friends, without any job, without any clue of what was to come. All I had was a tiny mustard seed of faith that if God was leading me to this place, he would provide everything I would need. I surrendered to Jesus my fear of loneliness, my fear of the unknown, even my fear of getting kidnapped as I stayed in a house by myself. And I moved forward in faith. Not only did I pray that he would provide, but I also believed it. On a cloudy morning in March 2021, with my dad driving with me, I officially arrived at my new home in the beautiful city of Nashville. Just after completing that step of faith, my entire calendar was booked up for the week. Within 24 hours, I had coffee dates, hikes, Bible studies, bowling, and even a birthday party lined up. My fear of loneliness? God took care of it. In the meantime, my rent was completely free. A fixer-upper my mom was renovating became my landing ground until I figured out a job and more permanent place to live. My fear of not being provided for, God took care of it. In a few days after my move, my brother decided he would move to Nashville too. He ended up living in that big house with me. My fear of not being safe, God took care of it. Within the first 48 hours after I'd been taking that step of faith, God answered with everything I prayed for. He took care of everything I was afraid of and went above and beyond anything I'd ever expected. You might still be waiting on God, but he might be waiting for you to take a first step of faith and trust him. As any move to Nashville taught me, you don't need to have the answers before taking the first step. And maybe the only way to know if it's the right move, and perhaps if it is God leading you, is to go and see for yourself. Amen.